Hi John, this is Panyia, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business and have them be able to find you guys online if they don't really know who you guys are. So most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, it's simple. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is that they don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So I found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of these local business owners raising their hand and saying, I like you, Panyia, come do this for us. So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you see that I have a lot of tricks on my sleeve that can help with your business, shoot me an email, text, or call back and we can chat. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take this information and do them yourself, that works for me as well. So now, let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of yours or my time. So the first thing I want to go over is content. So everything you see me highlighting here, all of these are considered content. And content is basically what Google is using in order to understand what it is that you guys do and the services that you guys provide in order to rank you guys and drive the right traffic to your website. So most business owners know that they need content. However, they don't know that the average length of the #1 result for Google for remodeling companies is at least 1,500 to 2,400 words. So for you to show up at the top of Google, you need at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. And when we talk about content, it's not just what's on the surface of your website, but also what's behind it. So if we save this photo, we can see that this is what saved as, and this is actually what Google is reading. So from the looks of it, it doesn't look like you guys are including any of the keywords that people are searching onto Google hidden into your website. So this is definitely something that I would recommend for you guys to do to help with your content. So what I did next was I copy and paste your content into this word counter, and as we can see here, you have about 1,000 words. And if we compare that to your competitor, Kitchen Mart, this is one of your top competitor when I type into Google, bathroom remodeling Sacramento, California. As we can see, they are one of the top 3. So what I did was I also copy and paste their content. And we can see here that they have about 1,600 words. So we can definitely get your guys' content up to here, as well as adding even more content to be your competitor. So what I did next was I went to this tool that I use called SEMrush. And this is a super cool tool to use because I'm able to see behind the scene of what is happening behind a website. So when I put your website in here, we can see here that you guys are only ranking for 4 keywords, and that's driving in 0 in traffic. And when we look into your keywords, we can see that these are the keywords that Google is reading and ranking you guys for. However, it does look like you guys are not on the front page for these keywords. So for a keyword like bathroom remodeling Sacramento, this is a really good keyword to rank for because it drives 210 search volume to which you are missing out on because you are not on the first page of Google. This may seem like you're probably the 7th or 8th page of Google, as well as these other keywords that you're trying to rank for. So we definitely want to help you guys get onto the first page of Google for these type of keywords. And if we compare that to your competitor, we can see here that they have 1.6K in keywords, and that's driving in a total of 2.7K in traffic. And when we look into their keywords, we can see that they are ranking for their name, but they are also ranking for these high intent keywords like kitchen remodel Sacramento, kitchen remodeling Sacramento. These keywords alone is bringing in a total of 320 and 210 in search volume. So you're definitely missing out on these traffic for not ranking for these type of keywords, as well as being on the first page. So we definitely want to add in more high intent keywords for your website, so that way you can drive in these traffic to your website. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is citation. So I went to Google and typed in bathroom remodeling Sacramento, California. The first thing we're going to see is the sponsor and ad section. This is the section where businesses are paying Google to be up on. However, study does show that ads are only semi-effective and can definitely become a money pit if the ads aren't effective. And especially with Google now allowing user to block off ads, it can definitely become a hindrance to your business. So I wouldn't recommend. It's still a good strategy to use as well. And then this area right here is called the Google Map Pack, or the maps. This area is where citation will matter most, because this is where 30% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get to the top 3, you need citation. So citation is your business name, address, and phone number listed through various directories such as Yelp, Yellow Book, White Book, City Star, and even Facebook have an area where you can submit a citation. And the more citation you have, the more relative you are to Google, and the more likely Google will push you to the top 3 of the maps. And also, with having more citation, also lets Google know that you are a real established business. Now, this area is the third and last thing I want to talk about. This area is called the organic section. This is where 70% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get here to the top, you need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks. And backlink is basically a website linking to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, but in Google eyes, it's a passing authority. So the more relative the site, the more valuable the link. However, not all links are created equally. So let me give you an example. Since one of the services that you provide is bathroom remodeling, if another website that also provides that service or something similar links back to your website, that will be more effective in giving you authority than, let's say, an ice cream website linking back to you. Because, hey, you guys don't sell ice cream for a living, right? So that would be really irrelevant for your website and not so great. So if we go back to this tool, we can see here that you guys have 64 backlinks. However, that is only giving you a total of 2 in authority. And if we compare that to your competitor, we can see here that they have 2.k in backlinks, and that's giving them an authority of 19. So what we can essentially do is go into your competitor's backlinks, and we can actually take all of the backlinks that they have and go after them for your website, as well as finding even more relative and powerful backlinks for your website and beat out your competitor. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Once again, we went over content, making sure your front page have at least 1,500 words. Citation, you want to have more citation than your competitor to beat them and get pushed to the top of the map. Backlinks, you need more relative site pointing back to your website to show Google that you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can definitely be #1 across Google. And yeah, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 916-382-2906. Once again, my name is Panyia and my number is 916-382-2906. If not, no worries, but I will have some feedback on how I did. And yeah, I look forward to hearing back from you, and have a great one.